choice is accepted and destinies created through the times that have come upon you. You are not alone in this enterprise, as there is free will to allow this change to become the existent reality. We are holding the planet safe so that as your group within humanity forms and becomes a central seed to enable the interaction with the planetary grid and the opening of the portal of magic, as you are at the crossroads and the gatekeepers for the infusion of spiritual energy to combine with the planetary soul, this intimate relationship of your body with the planet is something you have to become part of and notice how your body is part of the earth. So you are made of earth, and in every utterance of your mouth and your speech and your voice is to speed it along with the truth of love. One without the other is not pure. Truth and love is a key point of the energy of the voice. In this planetary change, the whole underside of the world of shadows appear. You are seeing the fomenting underbelly of corruption and disease. The suffering of the world is enlightened by truth and by the experience. It is through the connecting with energetic levels of reality that we are engaged in the power of change and disruption. I am Arcturian in spirit of this energy. I speak from this place of consciousness which transfers knowledge directly into your mind in pure knowing. To be impeccable in word, constructions, patterns of thoughts which attract and manifest perfection, the harmonizing nature with the core principles of pristine qualities of thought and achievement, there is the fulfillment of the rudimentary desires and appearances of the waves of light and beauty within the perspective of the personal consciousness. The structure of the world, this planet, where you are set upon, is the fundamental cosmic focal point. The focus of 12 energetic forces are now very clearly brought into your awareness. These are the primary influences of the constellations, yet they are the differing manifestations that you can be made aware of within past recognitions. From the White Council, the messages now are coming forth to speak of integration of collective consciousness and begin the process of clearing the past from the illusions. The truth is spoken in many voices, and new visions are seen with one heart and destined soul. The path of the awakened ones is the path of your light and power. The shining ones are those who walk the way of the greater power of the higher light. Once you are found in this pathway, you are a shining light and a shining one. The teachers of light assemble in honor of the shining ones, for they are the hope of creation, to be the stars of highest singularity, to pass through the shadows of manifestation into the creation of eternity. The path of the higher light is attended by those who own a seat upon the White-Violet Council of Arcturus. Through the energetic alliance of Earth and Nature, the collective will force of the galaxy is guided. Arcturian interests in Earth are fundamentals to the segment intention on a galactic level. The true point of consciousness that is evolving in the consciousness of the Sun, the magnetic-electric interchange cycle, is misunderstood as the expression of this element of gender polarity through the magnetic and electrical replication. The model of the process of modulation and harmonic theory can be adjusted to see the layer topology of interference and induction to produce a genuine fascia release upon the nodes of higher interest. This being the formula for creation, that the flow of currency as it moves from the poles of least interest to highest interest point to the magnetic and electrical interactions. From this exposure to the alterations of theoretical hypothesis to manifested fact is a series of inhibitions to the factors which consummate knowledge of this arena. Once the focus of consciousness awakes to non-locality of energetic processes, then the ideal of temporal spatial modulation will become less accepted as a primary model of energy dispersion and consolidation. The previous statements would assume that there is a limitation to the amount of time and space that can either be occupied or transformed. The a priori becomes a realm of scarcity and limitation rather than the theorem of expanding eternal universe. The conclusive doctrine developed from the temporal spatial individualized pattern of existence leads to the entropy and atrophy of all life into chaos, which is unalterable, and into disappearance without consequence of other criteria to establish existence. the necessity to turn the temporal spatial limitation into the infinite probability of experience through the adjustment of prime perspective to one of expansion into infinite eternal reaches of expression. This then is